How your mind shapes reality. The concept that your mind shapes reality revolves around the idea that your perceptions, thoughts, and beliefs can influence the way you experience the world. This phenomenon can be explained through several psychological and philosophical frameworks, including perception, cognitive biases, the placebo effect, and the law of attraction. Here's an exploration of how your mind shapes your reality. Perception and interpretation. How they shape your reality. Perception and interpretation are fundamental processes through which your mind shapes your reality. They involve the way you receive, organize, and make sense of sensory information, leading to the subjective experience of the world around you. 1. Perception, the gateway to experience. Perception is the process by which your brain interprets sensory input from the environment. This includes information from your senses, sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. However, perception is not a passive reception of information. It's an active process shaped by several factors. Selective attention. Your brain filters out a vast amount of sensory information, focusing on what it deems important. This means you only perceive a fraction of what's happening around you based on your interests, needs, and expectations. For example, if you're in a noisy room but are expecting a call, you'll likely notice your phone ringing despite the background noise. Context and prior knowledge. The context in which you perceive something and your previous experiences significantly influence how you interpret it. A classic example is the ambiguous figure that can be seen either as a duck or a rabbit, depending on what you expect to see. 2. Interpretation, making sense of perception. Interpretation involves the brain's process of assigning meaning to the sensory information it receives. This step transforms raw sensory data into a coherent picture of reality. Here are some key aspects. Perceptual set. This is a mental predisposition to perceive one thing and not another. It's influenced by your expectations, emotions, motivations, and culture. For instance, if you're hungry, you're more likely to notice food-related stimuli. Top-down processing. This is when your brain uses knowledge, expectations, and experiences to interpret sensory information. It contrasts with bottom-up processing, which relies solely on the sensory input itself. An example of top-down processing is reading. You recognize words and their meanings rather than just seeing a series of letters. 3. Influences on perception and interpretation. Several factors influence how you perceive and interpret the world. Emotional state. Your emotions can color your perceptions. When you're happy, you might perceive the same situation more positively than when you're sad. Motivation and desires. What you want or need can direct your attention and affect your interpretation of events. A person looking for a job might perceive a casual conversation as a networking opportunity. Cultural background. Cultural norms and values shape your perceptions and interpretations. For example, certain gestures or expressions might have different meanings in different cultures. Cognitive biases. These are systematic errors in thinking that affect your decisions and judgments. For instance, confirmation bias leads you to focus on information that confirms your existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. 4. Examples and applications. Optical illusions. These highlight how perception can be tricked. For example, the Muller-Lyer illusion shows two lines of equal length that appear different due to the direction of arrowheads at their ends. Language and perception. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis suggests that the language you speak influences how you think and perceive the world. For example, some languages have multiple words for different types of snow, which might affect how speakers of those languages perceive snow. Therapeutic practices. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps people reframe their interpretations of events to change their emotional responses and behaviors. By altering negative thought patterns, individuals can perceive and react to situations more positively. 5. Conclusion. Perception and interpretation are dynamic processes that shape your experience of reality. By understanding how these processes work and the factors that influence them, you can gain insight into why you see the world the way you do. This awareness can help you make more conscious choices about where to focus your attention and how to interpret your experiences, ultimately shaping a more positive and accurate reality. Cognitive biases. How they shape your reality. Cognitive biases are systematic patterns of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment. They affect how you perceive, think, and make decisions, often leading to distorted or inaccurate conclusions. These biases arise from the brain's attempt to simplify information processing and can profoundly shape your reality. Here's a detailed look at some common cognitive biases and their impact. 1. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms your pre-existing beliefs or hypotheses. This bias leads you to favor information that aligns with your expectations while ignoring or dismissing contradictory evidence. Impact. Confirmation bias can reinforce stereotypes, perpetuate misinformation, and hinder objective decision-making. For example, if you believe that a particular diet is the best for weight loss, you might only pay attention to success stories and overlook studies that show it has no significant effect. 2. Anchoring bias. Anchoring bias occurs when you rely too heavily on the first piece of information, the anchor, when making decisions. This initial information sets the tone for subsequent judgments and decisions. Impact. This bias can skew your perception of value and lead to irrational financial decisions. For instance, if you see a high initial price for a product, you might perceive subsequent prices as more reasonable, even if they are still overpriced. 3. Availability heuristic. The availability heuristic is a mental shortcut that relies on immediate examples that come to mind when evaluating a specific topic, concept, method, or decision. It's based on the assumption that if something can be recalled easily, it must be important or more frequent. Impact. This can lead to overestimating the probability of dramatic events like plane crashes or shark attacks because such events are more memorable, despite being statistically rare. 4. Hindsight bias. Hindsight bias is the inclination to see events as having been predictable after they have already occurred. This is often summarized by the phrase, "I knew it all along." Impact. This bias can lead to an oversimplified understanding of cause and effect and can affect learning from past experiences. For example, after an election, you might believe the outcome was obvious, even if it was highly uncertain before the results. 5. Self-serving bias. Self-serving bias is the tendency to attribute positive events to your own character or actions while attributing negative events to external factors. Impact. This bias can protect self-esteem but also hinder personal growth and accountability. For instance, if you succeed in a project, you might credit your skills and hard work, but if you fail, you might blame poor instructions or bad luck. 6. The Dunning-Kruger effect. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias wherein people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability, while people with high ability underestimate their competence. Impact. This can lead to overconfidence in areas where you lack competence and underappreciation of your skills in areas where you are actually proficient. For example, someone with little knowledge of a complex subject might speak confidently about it, while an expert might downplay their expertise. 7. In-group bias. In-group bias is the tendency to favor members of your own group over those in other groups. This bias can affect your judgments and interactions with others. Impact. It can lead to favoritism, prejudice, and discrimination. For example, you might trust and support people from your own social, ethnic, or professional group more than those from outside it, even without objective justification. 8. Negativity bias. Negativity bias is the tendency to give more weight to negative experiences or information than to positive ones. Impact. This can affect your emotional well-being and decision-making, as you might dwell on negative feedback or events more than positive ones. For example, you might remember critical comments more vividly than praise, which can skew your self-perception and stress levels. Conclusion. Cognitive biases are ingrained in human thought processes, shaping your reality by influencing how you perceive, interpret, and respond to information. Recognizing these biases can help you mitigate their effects, leading to more balanced and rational thinking. By being aware of these mental shortcuts, you can strive to make more objective decisions and develop a clearer understanding of the world around you. The placebo effect, mind over matter. The placebo effect is a fascinating phenomenon where a patient experiences real physiological or psychological improvements after receiving a treatment with no therapeutic value. This effect highlights the powerful influence of the mind on the body and has significant implications for medicine, psychology, and our understanding of human health. 1. Definition and mechanism. The placebo effect occurs when a person experiences a beneficial outcome after taking a placebo, a substance or treatment that has no active therapeutic ingredients. The improvements are attributed to the patient's belief in the treatment rather than the treatment itself. Expectation and belief. The primary driver of the placebo effect is the patient's expectation that the treatment will work. This belief can trigger various physiological responses in the body, such as the release of endorphins, natural painkillers, and other neurotransmitters that can lead to actual symptom relief. Conditioning. Another mechanism involves classical conditioning, where the body learns to respond to a placebo in the same way it would to an actual treatment. For instance, if a patient regularly takes a certain medication that reduces pain, their body might start to produce pain relief even when given a placebo that resembles the medication. 2. Physiological and psychological effects. The placebo effect can manifest in various ways, affecting both physical and psychological health. Pain management. Placebos can lead to significant reductions in pain. Studies have shown that placebos can activate pain relief pathways in the brain, similar to actual pain medications. Depression and anxiety. Placebos can also improve symptoms of depression and anxiety. Patients who believe they are receiving effective treatment often report mood improvements, which can be partly attributed to increased levels of serotonin and other mood-regulating chemicals in the brain. Other conditions. Placebos have been found to affect a wide range of conditions, including irritable bowel syndrome, Parkinson's disease, and even immune system responses. The extent of the effect can vary, but it demonstrates the broad impact of the mind-body connection. 3. Factors influencing the placebo effect. Several factors can enhance or diminish the placebo effect. Patient-provider interaction. The quality of the interaction between the patient and healthcare provider can influence the strength of the placebo effect. A compassionate and confident provider can increase the patient's belief in the treatment, thereby enhancing the effect. Treatment characteristics. The form and presentation of the placebo can also play a role. For example, larger pills, more frequent doses, and more invasive procedures, like injections, tend to produce stronger placebo effects. Cultural and individual differences. Cultural beliefs about medicine and individual differences in suggestibility and optimism can also affect the placebo response. Some cultures or individuals might have stronger beliefs in the power of treatment, leading to a more pronounced placebo effect. 4. Ethical considerations. The use of placebos in clinical practice raises several ethical questions. Informed consent. It is generally considered unethical to deceive patients by giving them a placebo without their knowledge. Patients have the right to be fully informed about their treatment options. Balancing benefits and honesty. In some cases, open-label placebos, where patients are aware they are receiving a placebo, have been shown to be effective, suggesting that honesty and therapeutic benefit can coexist. 5. Implications for medicine and research. The placebo effect has important implications for both clinical practice and medical research. Clinical trials. Placebos are a fundamental part of clinical trials, helping to establish the efficacy of new treatments. Understanding the placebo effect allows researchers to better design studies and interpret results. Patient care. Clinicians can harness the placebo effect by fostering positive patient expectations and providing compassionate care, which can enhance the overall therapeutic outcome. Conclusion. The placebo effect underscores the powerful interplay between mind and body. By understanding and utilizing this phenomenon, healthcare providers can improve patient outcomes and advance medical research. While the placebo effect highlights the importance of belief and expectation in healing, it also prompts ongoing discussions about ethics and the nature of effective treatment. The law of attraction. Manifesting your desires. The law of attraction is a philosophy suggesting that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. It posits that like attracts like, and by focusing on positive or negative thoughts, one can bring positive or negative experiences into their life. This concept has roots in various spiritual and philosophical traditions and has gained popularity through self-help books and seminars. Here's a detailed look at the law of attraction and how it proposes to shape your reality. 1. Principles of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is built on several core principles. Thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts have energy that can attract similar energies. Positive thoughts can attract positive outcomes, while negative thoughts can attract negative outcomes. Like attracts like. Similar to the idea of magnetic attraction, this principle suggests that you attract what you focus on. If you think about success and happiness, you will attract those experiences into your life. Ask, believe, receive. This three-step process involves asking for what you want, believing that you will get it, and being open to receiving it. Visualization and affirmations are often used to reinforce belief and readiness to receive. Two mechanisms behind the law of attraction. While the law of attraction is often framed in metaphysical terms, several psychological and behavioral mechanisms can help explain how it might work. Positive thinking and self-fulfilling prophecies. Positive thinking can lead to positive actions, which in turn lead to positive results. Believing in a successful outcome can motivate you to take actions that bring that outcome to fruition. Reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS is a network of neurons in the brainstem that plays a crucial role in attention and arousal. It helps you notice opportunities that align with your goals and beliefs, filtering out irrelevant information and highlighting what is important to you. Behavioral changes. When you focus on positive outcomes, you are more likely to engage in behaviors that lead to those outcomes. For example, if you believe you will find a new job, you might be more proactive in job searching and networking. 3. Techniques to harness the law of attraction. Several techniques are commonly used to apply the law of attraction in daily life. Visualization. Creating a mental image of your desired outcome can help you focus your thoughts and energies on achieving it. Visualizing your goals can make them feel more attainable and keep you motivated. Affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce positive beliefs. For example, saying, "I am confident and successful," can help instill those qualities in your mind. Vision boards. Creating a vision board with images and words representing your goals can help keep your aspirations in front of you, serving as a constant reminder of what you want to achieve. Gratitude. Practicing gratitude by regularly acknowledging and appreciating what you have can shift your focus from lack to abundance, attracting more positive experiences. 4. Criticism and skepticism. While many people report positive outcomes from practicing the law of attraction, it has its critics. Lack of scientific evidence. Critics argue that there is no empirical evidence supporting the law of attraction as a supernatural force. The successes attributed to it can often be explained by psychological factors such as positive thinking and behavioral changes. Blame and responsibility. The law of attraction can sometimes lead to victim blaming, suggesting that people attract negative experiences through their negative thoughts. This perspective can overlook external factors and systemic issues that contribute to an individual's circumstances. 5. Balancing belief and action. While the law of attraction emphasizes the power of thoughts and beliefs, it is essential to balance these with action. Merely thinking positively without taking concrete steps towards your goals is unlikely to bring about significant change. Combining a positive mindset with proactive behavior can enhance the likelihood of achieving desired outcomes. Conclusion. The law of attraction offers a compelling framework for understanding how your thoughts and beliefs can shape your reality. Whether viewed as a metaphysical principle or a psychological tool, it encourages a focus on positive thinking, goal setting, and proactive behavior. While it is important to approach the concept with a critical mind and balance belief with action, the law of attraction can serve as a valuable guide for personal development and achieving one's aspirations. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This adaptability allows the brain to compensate for injury, adjust to new experiences, and develop new skills. Understanding neuroplasticity has profound implications for learning, rehabilitation, and personal development. 1. Understanding neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, also known as brain plasticity, involves the brain's capacity to change and adapt in response to experience, learning, or injury. This process can occur at various levels, from cellular changes involving individual neurons to large-scale cortical remapping. Synaptic plasticity. Changes occur at the synapse, the connection between two neurons, strengthening or weakening synaptic connections in response to increases or decreases in activity. Long-term potentiation, LTP, and long-term depression, LTD, are mechanisms that facilitate synaptic plasticity. Structural plasticity refers to changes in the brain's physical structure. For example, learning a new skill or recovering from a brain injury can lead to the growth of new dendrites, the formation of new synapses, or even the generation of new neurons, neurogenesis. 2 mechanisms of neuroplasticity. Several mechanisms underpin neuroplasticity, allowing the brain to adapt and remodel itself. Hebbian learning, often summarized as cells that fire together, wire together. This principle suggests that repeated activation of a neural pathway strengthens the connections within that pathway. Neurotrophic factors. These are proteins that support the growth, survival, and differentiation of neurons. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, is one such protein that plays a critical role in synaptic plasticity and neurogenesis. Myelination, the process of forming a myelin sheath around nerve fibers, which speeds up the transmission of electrical signals in the brain. Learning and practicing new skills can enhance myelination. 3. Applications of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity has wide-ranging applications in various fields, particularly in learning, rehabilitation, and mental health. Learning and skill acquisition. Repeated practice of a skill, such as playing a musical instrument or learning a new language, strengthens neural connections associated with that skill, leading to improved performance and mastery. Rehabilitation from brain injury. After a stroke or traumatic brain injury, neuroplasticity enables the brain to compensate for lost functions by reorganizing and forming new connections. Rehabilitation therapies often focus on stimulating these processes to aid recovery. Mental health, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and other therapeutic interventions can leverage neuroplasticity to change maladaptive thought patterns and behaviors, promoting mental well-being. 4. Factors influencing neuroplasticity. Several factors can enhance or impede neuroplasticity. Age. While neuroplasticity is most pronounced during childhood, it remains present throughout life. Adult brains may show slower rates of change, but still possess significant plasticity. Environment and experience. Rich, stimulating environments and diverse experiences can promote neuroplasticity. Engaging in activities that challenge the brain, such as puzzles, learning new skills, and social interactions, can enhance brain plasticity. Physical exercise. Regular physical activity has been shown to promote neurogenesis and improve cognitive function. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain and supports the release of neurotrophic factors. Sleep. Adequate sleep is crucial for memory consolidation and synaptic plasticity. During sleep, the brain processes and stores information acquired during the day, reinforcing neural connections. 5. Challenges and limitations. Despite its potential, neuroplasticity also has limitations and challenges. Maladaptive plasticity. Sometimes, the brain can form maladaptive connections, such as in chronic pain or addiction, where pathological neural pathways become strengthened. Individual differences. The extent and rate of neuroplastic changes can vary widely among individuals due to genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Conclusion. Neuroplasticity is a testament to the brain's incredible ability to adapt and transform in response to experience and learning. By understanding and harnessing the principles of neuroplasticity, we can improve learning, aid recovery from injuries, and enhance overall mental and physical health. Embracing activities that stimulate the brain, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and seeking continuous learning opportunities can optimize neuroplastic potential and lead to a more resilient, adaptable brain. Psychological resilience. Building strength to overcome adversity. Psychological resilience is the capacity to mentally or emotionally cope with a crisis or to return to pre-crisis status quickly. It involves the ability to withstand, adapt to, and recover from stress, adversity, trauma, or significant sources of stress. This trait can be developed and strengthened over time, contributing to overall mental well-being and quality of life. 1. Understanding psychological resilience. Psychological resilience is not about avoiding stress or adversity, but rather how effectively you handle and bounce back from challenges. Key aspects include Adaptability, the ability to adjust to new circumstances and handle change effectively. Emotional regulation, the capacity to manage and respond to intense emotions in a healthy way. Optimism, maintaining a hopeful and positive outlook even in difficult situations. Self-efficacy, a belief in your ability to influence events and outcomes in your life. 2 factors contributing to resilience. Several factors contribute to building and maintaining psychological resilience. Supportive relationships, having strong, supportive relationships with family, friends, and community provides a buffer against stress and a source of emotional support. Positive self-perception, confidence in your abilities and maintaining a positive self-view can enhance resilience. Problem-solving skills, the ability to identify solutions and take effective action helps manage stress and challenges. Healthy lifestyle, regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are crucial for maintaining physical and mental health, thereby enhancing resilience. 3. Strategies to build resilience. Developing resilience involves adopting specific strategies and practices. Cultivate a growth mindset, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles fosters resilience. Embrace learning from failures and setbacks. Develop strong social connections. Build and maintain meaningful relationships that provide support and encouragement. Practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices can help manage stress and maintain emotional balance by promoting present-moment awareness and acceptance. Set realistic goals. Break down larger goals into manageable steps and celebrate small achievements along the way. Maintain perspective. Try to view stressful situations in a broader context and keep a long-term perspective. This can prevent temporary difficulties from feeling overwhelming. Self-care. Engage in activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This includes hobbies, relaxation techniques, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. 4. Resilience in the face of trauma. Resilience is particularly crucial when dealing with trauma, such as the loss of a loved one, a severe illness, or a natural disaster. Building resilience in these contexts involves seeking professional help. Therapy or counseling can provide tools and support for processing trauma and building resilience. Finding meaning. Many resilient individuals find a sense of purpose or meaning in their struggles, which helps them to cope and move forward. Community support. Engaging with community groups or support networks can provide shared experiences and collective strength. 5. The role of resilience in mental health. Resilience plays a crucial role in maintaining mental health. It helps mitigate the effects of stress and reduces the risk of developing mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety. Resilient individuals are better equipped to handle life's challenges, leading to greater overall well-being. Conclusion. Psychological resilience is an essential quality that enables individuals to navigate life's challenges with strength and adaptability. By fostering supportive relationships, maintaining a positive outlook, and practicing effective coping strategies, resilience can be developed and strengthened. This not only helps in overcoming adversity, but also enhances overall mental health and quality of life. Embracing resilience can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling, and empowered life. Practical implications of psychological resilience. Developing and maintaining psychological resilience has numerous practical implications for individuals, organizations, and society. Here's how resilience can be applied in various contexts to improve overall well-being and effectiveness. 1. Individual level. At the individual level, psychological resilience helps people cope with personal challenges and improve their quality of life. Health and well-being. Resilient individuals are better at managing stress, which can lead to better physical and mental health outcomes. For instance, they may have lower levels of stress hormones, better immune function, and a lower risk of developing chronic conditions like hypertension and depression. Career and education. Resilience can enhance performance and satisfaction in both work and educational settings. Resilient students and employees are more likely to overcome setbacks, adapt to change, and persist in the face of challenges. This can lead to higher achievement and job satisfaction. Personal relationships. Resilience contributes to healthier relationships by enabling individuals to manage conflicts effectively and provide emotional support to others. Resilient people tend to have stronger, more supportive social networks, which further reinforce their resilience. Financial stability. Financial resilience involves the ability to withstand economic shocks and recover from financial setbacks. Building financial literacy, saving regularly, and having a diversified income stream can enhance financial resilience. 2. Organizational level. Organizations can benefit significantly from fostering a resilient workforce and culture. Employee well-being. Resilient employees are better equipped to handle workplace stress, leading to reduced burnout and absenteeism. Organizations can support resilience through wellness programs, mental health resources, and a positive work environment. Productivity and innovation. A resilient workforce can adapt more quickly to changes and challenges, such as shifts in market conditions or technological advancements. This adaptability can foster innovation and improve overall productivity. Crisis management. Organizations that prioritize resilience are better prepared to respond to crises, such as economic downturns, natural disasters, or public health emergencies. Effective crisis management plans and training can enhance organizational resilience. Leadership. Resilient leaders can inspire and support their teams through difficult times, maintaining morale and guiding the organization toward recovery and growth. Leadership development programs that focus on resilience can help cultivate these qualities in managers and executives. 3. Community and societal level. Building resilience at the community and societal level can lead to more robust and adaptive societies. Public health. Resilient communities can better manage and recover from public health crises, such as pandemics. Public health initiatives that promote mental health, social support, and access to healthcare services can enhance community resilience. Disaster preparedness and recovery. Communities that invest in resilience planning, such as infrastructure improvements and disaster response training, are better equipped to withstand and recover from natural disasters. Community engagement and education can play a key role in these efforts. Social cohesion. Resilient communities tend to have strong social networks and a sense of cohesion, which can support collective action and mutual aid during times of crisis. Initiatives that foster social connections and community engagement can strengthen these bonds. Economic stability. Economic policies that promote resilience, such as social safety nets, unemployment insurance, and economic diversification, can help communities and nations withstand economic shocks and recover more quickly. 4. Practical steps to enhance resilience. Implementing practical steps to enhance resilience can have a broad impact. Here are some actionable strategies. Education and training. Providing education on resilience, stress management, and mental health can equip individuals with the tools they need to cope with adversity. Schools, workplaces, and community organizations can offer workshops and resources. Support systems. Building strong support systems through family, friends, and community networks can provide the necessary emotional and practical support during difficult times. Encouraging open communication and mutual support can strengthen these networks. Healthy lifestyle. Promoting healthy lifestyle choices, such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep, can enhance physical and mental resilience. Public health campaigns and workplace wellness programs can support these behaviors. Access to resources. Ensuring access to mental health services, financial counseling, and other support resources can help individuals and communities build resilience. Policies and programs that remove barriers to these services are crucial. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Encouraging practices such as mindfulness meditation, yoga, and relaxation techniques can help individuals manage stress and maintain emotional balance. These practices can be incorporated into daily routines and supported through community classes and online resources. Conclusion. Psychological resilience has profound practical implications for individuals, organizations, and society. By implementing strategies to build and support resilience, we can improve health outcomes, enhance performance, foster innovation, and create more adaptive and cohesive communities. Fostering resilience is a multifaceted effort that involves education, support systems, healthy lifestyles, and access to resources, ultimately leading to a stronger, more resilient world. In conclusion, psychological resilience is a dynamic and multifaceted trait that empowers individuals to navigate life's challenges with strength, adaptability, and optimism. By cultivating resilience at the individual, organizational, and societal levels, We can foster healthier and more productive communities that are better equipped to withstand and overcome adversity. At the individual level, resilience promotes well-being by helping people manage stress, maintain positive relationships, and achieve their goals. By practicing self-care, seeking support, and developing coping strategies, individuals can enhance their resilience and thrive in the face of adversity. Organizations benefit from resilience through improved employee well-being, productivity, and crisis management. By fostering a supportive work environment, investing in employee development, and implementing effective leadership practices, organizations can build resilience from within and adapt more effectively to change. At the community and societal level, resilience promotes social cohesion, disaster preparedness, and economic stability. By investing in social support networks, infrastructure improvements, and public health initiatives, communities can build resilience and weather crises more effectively. In summary, psychological resilience is a valuable asset that enables individuals and communities to overcome adversity, achieve their goals, and thrive in an ever-changing world. By recognizing the importance of resilience and taking proactive steps to cultivate it, we can create a more resilient society for ourselves and future generations.